Hey guys, it's Amanda here, Creative Gardener. Now, can you see up yonder what I can see? Do you know what you're looking at? This is my first attempt at making a Bentwood Arbor, and I want to make them and put them around the garden to give different effects, and also, you know, has garden art. I mean, I've seen some beautiful ones made, and just to even block off some areas, which this one is kind of semi-doing, not really, it's kind of perched. But this is one of, well, this is my first, and I was quite pleased with it. I was liking the shape that was taking place, and yeah, as I said, it's been perched up by one of the plants, but just kind of look at the general design. So I've used, I'll put the name of the tree up, but it has a orange blossom. The leaves have an orange blossom scent to them. See. And it's called Bentwood Arbor because the wood actually bends. Once it's cut, it's bendable like that. Not kind of, you know, bend it right back on itself, but just like that. Just like that. So I've taken this from the younger shoots, and I've allowed this particular tree to grow, because what I was doing with the wood is I was using it for my wall hangings for my art, and it is a beautiful wood to work with. When you strip the bark back and you allow it to dry, it's really lovely. And the great thing about this is that if you allow, it's got some aerial shoots. I'll show you the tree itself. If you allow it, when you allow it to grow, it produces these straight branches, which is really cool. So yeah, this was my first attempt with this. I had been trying it with another tree, and I'm also going to try it with the moringa tree and see how we get on. The branches, I've got some quite thicker branches for my moringa tree. Yeah, so I'll have to see. But yeah, so I just kind of wove the branches in between each other. Sorry, and then I tied it off with burlap, and I've just placed it here. Next door is where the organic farmer is. So just gonna pick up my glove. So yeah, this was just a spot in my Mexican sunflower hedge that was a lot lower, so I just wanted to put this here, and you know, the Mexican sunflower can just grow. We've got some branches here that as I cut I put here, so you know, it's going to be eaten at some point and it's going to decompose, but that's fine. But it's nice. Once what I intend to do here behind it is the Mexican sunflower needs to be just trimmed so that it's kind of that height. So I'll just need to trim all of that, and then what happens is it gets bushier. When you trim the Mexican sunflower, it likes being cut, so it'll get bushier, and so that bit behind it will be more greener, and then you'll be able to see it even better. But yeah, that's my first attempt at making a Bentwood Arbor, and the more you do it, the more you practice, the better you'll get. Let me show you the tree that I get it from, and we're just going to go on a little stroll here. I've still got some of the black plastic down. I've just recently picked this one up. It was along here, keeping the grass down, and this one I'll probably leave that one. It's just a path. When I managed to get some, what do you call it? wood chips, I'll be able to put it down. Okay, so let us go this way and I'll show you the tree that I got it from. So here it is, and as you can see, even from here, look, these branches. So if you allow them to grow, they'll thicken up, and then just like that one. Can you see it better? Yeah? So here's a nice one that can be harvested. But as I say, they need to grow a bit more. So there's about 4 or 5 of them that I can, you know, potentially make a new one with. But these branches, they're really, I guess what they're doing is seeking the light. So that's why they're growing like this. But yeah, it's a really good tree to make it from, because the branches are very bendy. You know, so that is really good. So I'm going to be making lots more. I'm just going to be experimenting as I, you know, chop, or this is the pomegranate tree. But as I cut back, then I'll be able to experiment and see how we do. This one is a shack tree, and I allowed it to grow. Let me get to a different, oh, that's so pretty. Well, I can see it. I allowed this one to grow so that I could make a bigger Bentwood Arbor. So I'm gonna cut this back. See, there's lots of branches there. It's gonna grow back. It's not killing the tree. You're just taking the branches off. And apparently the pods there are medicinal. Here's some here. But that's not what we came to see today, and they all scatter all over the place. But yeah, my Bentwood Arbor there. And I even like this look here. Look at that. It just looks like, you know, the secret garden. And that's the kind of effect I want this place to, you know, every day delight me in the feeling that it gives. And whilst, yeah, okay, I'm staring at the back of a storage container, it's just like what I can see in front of it, you know, something that I've created, and the whole idea of there being like a door, not a door into another world, but a magical place. But once the Mexican sunflower has bushed out a bit, you'll barely be able to see the storage container, and you just have to, I'm just using my imagination. So that's it. But yeah, it's cool, isn't it? And then imagine if I've got it in other places. So if we look down here, and if there was an archway there, you get the picture. Yeah, you really do. I mean, you do have to use your imagination, but hey, this is, I just really do enjoy being able to impact on my garden space. And you can hear how many birds, you can hear the bird song in the back. And there's about 5 different varieties of birds. I counted them one day. It was just like, oh my gosh. So you're creating a space where, you know, wildlife feel comfortable. And they help with the pests as well. Okay, so I'm going to leave it there for now. I hope you managed to maybe even try it, looking up online, and I'll try and do a video where I'm making my next one so you can actually have a look. Okay, well, take care for now, and I will see you soon.